This is how I went from broke janitor who scrubbed toilets for a living to earning 6 figures in passive income online. My name is Mick Meaney, and today I want to share my story with you so you can see the truth of what actually goes into building a successful internet business, and so you can see for yourself that if I can do it, then anyone can. But I need to give you a word of warning, because let me tell you, this does not happen overnight. It takes years and years of grind, years of repetition, and years of providing value to people without asking for anything in return. And I didn't know any of that when I first started out, way back in 1998. It was during the dot-com bubble, and it felt like hundreds of people were becoming instant millionaires, all while I was stuck in a dead-end job that I hated, and I so desperately wanted to leave. I wanted to fire my boss, and I wanted to get rid of my alarm clock. I still hate alarm clocks, but more than that, I was worried about what people might think of me. I was worried that they might see me as a failure or as a bad provider. But you see, while I was absolutely grateful that I had a job, I knew that I was capable of so much more than scrubbing toilets. And even in 1998, it was obvious to everyone that the internet would create life-changing opportunities for those who jumped on board. But there were no tutorials, no courses, no guides, and I had to figure it all out by myself through trial and error. And it was difficult, but I did stick with it. And after a couple of years, I somehow managed to get a career in digital marketing, working for the UK's biggest B2B internet company. And finally, I had a decent salary and I could afford to move to a much better neighbourhood. But I still had a boss, and I still had that alarm clock. I found that I really just wanted freedom. The fact is, I didn't attempt to go full-time online with my own website until 2004, 6 years after I took my first steps on this journey. And even then, while I was making money for myself, I was barely surviving. Money was tight, but I did have my freedom. And I loved what I was doing. I had chosen a niche that I felt passionate about. It was a counterculture blog, and I put all my energy into it, all my waking hours. Every spare minute I had went into building this website. And then one day it hit me. I realized it's all about traffic. If you don't have traffic, then you just don't have a business. So I made it my mission to get as much traffic as I could from as many different sources as I could. And it took 3 years of experimenting, trying and failing to really figure it out. And by that point, 3 years later, my little website was now getting around 4 million hits every month, but almost a decade after I first started. But I was finally in a position where I was pleased. I was happy to be there. My competitors were reaching out to me. These people who I'd always looked up to, doors were opening, new opportunities were emerging everywhere, and life was pretty good. So I started toying with the idea of maybe teaching others how to get similar results and hopefully save them from the same years of struggle that I went through. So in 2009, I registered the domain name Profit Copilot, and then I did nothing with it for years and years. I left it become dormant because I had imposter syndrome. But eventually I did get over that, and I started sharing content, and I started talking about all the things that I'd learned over my 2 decades in digital marketing. And now today I am feeling confident enough to finally step out from any other brand or banner and create content under my own name in a serious and consistent way. But let me tell you something that I have realized on my journey. It's not about the quantity of traffic, it's all about the quality. It's all about the intent. I have found that you do not need lots of traffic to succeed. You just need the right type of traffic. So I am going to show you my 6-figure journey as I embark on it, creating passive income by just attracting the right type of traffic. I'm not spending any money on ads. So you're going to see a video diary of what it really is like to be an internet entrepreneur. I'm also going to show you the behind the scenes stuff that you never see anywhere else. I'm going to show you how I run my existing businesses and how I start new ones from start to finish. And I also want to pay special attention to the mental health side of entrepreneurship. Basically, I want to show you the stuff that nobody else talks about. They don't show you that stuff because it's not glamorous. So you are going to see the ugly side of entrepreneurship. And the thing is, truth is often ugly. So I am going to document everything. You're going to see my day as soon as I step foot out of bed. You're going to see me looking a complete mess, but you're also going to see how I create content, the equipment I use, how I make products, how I market those products that I make. You're going to see everything, warts and all. So if that sounds good to you, subscribe to this channel. This is my personal YouTube channel, and leave a comment telling me what you want to see most from this series. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again very soon.